And also the professor and student relationship was a little bit more relaxed. Like you could connect and you could talk to them and, not be as afraid as you are in a traditional
an adult peer relationship.
Yes, an adult peer relationship, yeah.
Problem solving. How do you rate that as a data science skill? Like in the array of skills that a data scientist or AI person must have, where do you rate problem solving, generalized problem solving?
I would rate it very high. I think machine learning and AI is an application field. And regardless from where you're from, whether you're from a STEM background or an arts background, everyone can understand machine learning, at least the theoretical aspects. Of course, the statistical and mathematical background is a little bit more dense. But being an application field, anyone from any background can understand it. So, understanding Python or any other programming language, I would say is secondary, because as long as you are a problem solver and you give it the time that it requires, everyone can learn it, regardless of your background.
But don't you think that at least the tools like Python are prerequisite, because otherwise you'll be hampered in your learning?
Yes, I think it is prerequisite, but that is something that someone can pick up on. And, you can take a course. Like, for example, we have the PyDS course, right? Which is really good, which prepares you for our master's course. It's something that you can learn easier than problem solving and having that kind of a, brain.
So further to your time as a TA here, right? And you've almost been that for a year?
Yes.
Yeah. So what was the biggest thing that you noticed in your journey? What has meant the most to you?
I think what we discussed earlier about how teaching has made me understand the subject to a different level. It really opens up your mind into different interpretations, different understandings, and you dig deeper into a subject that you think that you already know, but some student comes up to you and asks you a question and you say, whoa, I hadn't kind of thought about it that way, and that makes you think on a different level.
So you've been in undergrad, and then after that the only real institution you have been with us.
Right.
How does it feel? So contrast your experiences learning as an undergrad and then being here.
Learning as an undergrad was obviously very structured. We had classes that we attend to, we had particular time slots. And the relationship between a professor and a student is very different in at least an Indian undergraduate institution. But learning with Univ, we, got to know, there was a lot more on-hands kind of implementation. We were taught something and then we immediately implemented it, which kind of solidified our understanding, which I didn't get as much in my undergraduate institution. And also the professor and student relationship was a little bit more relaxed. Like you could connect and you could talk to them and, not be as afraid as you are in a traditional
an adult peer relationship.
Yes, an adult peer relationship, yeah.